The morning sun peeks through the curtains. Soft light warms the quiet room. You take a slow breath, feeling the stillness. Your body feels a little heavy today. A gentle stiffness hums in your legs. It's the same feeling that visits every morning. A reminder that time moves quietly, yet surely. You sit for a moment, noticing your breath. Inhale calm. Exhale the night away. You think about all the years your body has carried you. The walks, the laughter, the small moments of living. And now it asks for a little care in return. A way to move, to stay strong, to stay free. That's when you remember the simplest motion. The one that connects your knees, your toes, and your back. The knee-to-toe bend. Not a challenge, but a conversation with yourself. A whisper to your muscles saying, "Let's begin again." You stand up slowly, feet grounded. You feel the promise in your own balance. This is where strength starts. Not in power, but in patience. Not in speed, but in stillness. Today, you choose to move with kindness. And that small choice changes everything. The body speaks in whispers long before it cries out. You feel it in the mornings, that quiet pull behind your knees. A soft reminder that something inside you is waiting to be heard. It isn't pain, not really, but a message. Your muscles, your joints, your bones, they all remember movement. They remember when walking felt lighter, when bending was easy. Now they speak through tension, asking for your attention. You take a seat and notice the feeling more clearly. A gentle tightness hums along the back of your legs. It follows you when you reach for your shoes, when you stand too quickly. You pause, curious instead of frustrated. You listen, like hearing a familiar voice after years of silence. Your body is not your enemy. It's your oldest friend, waiting for you to listen again. Each ache, each stiffness, is a quiet story of use, of living. It tells you that you have walked far, been often, carried much. You smile, realizing how long your legs have served you. They've taken you through markets, down narrow roads, across quiet rooms. And maybe now, they just need a little kindness in return. You stand up slowly, feet firm on the ground. You sway a little, letting your body find its balance. There's a rhythm in the stillness, a pulse beneath the calm. You take a breath, long and steady, and feel your spine lengthen. It feels good to simply be aware. To know that your body isn't broken, it's just asking for care. You touch your thighs lightly, feeling warmth beneath your palms. That warmth is life, movement, memory. It's the spark that keeps you standing tall, even on slow days. You close your eyes and imagine the body as a garden. Every muscle a leaf, every joint a branch, every breath the wind. When the garden is neglected, the soil hardens. But with water and light, it softens again. Your body works the same way. It doesn't need force, it needs gentle attention. You start to notice the small shifts. How your back supports you when you stand upright. How your legs carry weight with quiet loyalty. How your hamstrings stretch when you move, not to resist but to help. You understand now that tension is a form of communication. It's not anger, it's a request for connection. So you nod to yourself, a silent agreement. You'll listen more. You'll move with more care. You'll thank your body instead of blaming it. Because the whispers only grow louder when ignored. And peace returns only when you pause and pay attention. The morning feels softer now. The air feels lighter, your breath deeper. You take one more slow inhale and smile. Your body spoke today. And for the first time in a while, you listened. The hamstrings. They live quietly along the back of your legs, stretching from hip to knee. You rarely think about them, yet they carry you through every step you take. They bend your knees, steady your walk, and hold you upright when you stand tall. They are the silent ropes that keep your body balanced. But like ropes, They can tighten when pulled too long, too often without rest. And when that happens, everything else begins to shift. Your back starts to work harder. Your hips lose their freedom. Even your posture begins to whisper, something is off. You notice it when you bend down to pick something up. The pull behind your thighs stops you halfway. You try again, slower this time, breathing through the stiffness. It feels like resistance, but it's really a reminder. The hamstrings are strong but sensitive. They protect the back, they steady the hips, they connect movement to strength. Yet when they tighten, they ask the lower back to carry the load alone. That's when the ache begins, that small throb after sitting too long. You press your hand to your lower back and feel it working too hard. It's not age that makes it hurt, it's imbalance. The body is a team, and the hamstrings are key players. When one part stiffens, the others strain to keep harmony. You take a moment to visualize it. Imagine a string instrument, let's say a violin. If one string is too tight, the melody sounds sharp and uneasy. But when you tune it gently, the sound becomes whole again. Your hamstrings are that string. They don't need to be forced loose, they just need gentle tuning. A little movement, a bit of care, a breath that reminds them to release. You remember the last time you stretched without rushing. You bent forward slowly, feeling every small shift in your legs. The tension met your breath, and something softened. You didn't push for distance. You just stayed, breathing through the moment. And afterward, your back felt lighter, your steps freer. It wasn't magic, it was balance returning. The truth is, your body wants to cooperate. It wants to move in rhythm, every muscle helping the other. Your hamstrings, though small in thought, are giants in purpose. They hold much of what keeps you standing strong. So when they tighten, don't fight them. Invite them to open. Remind them with warmth, with breath, with patience. You can even place your hands along the back of your legs. Feel the life beneath your skin, the quiet strength resting there. Whisper to them if you like. Thank you for carrying me all these years. They'll hear you, not in words, but in the way you move. And slowly, they'll loosen their grip. Your back will sigh in relief. Your steps will feel easier again. Balance will return, not through power, but through understanding. The music of your body will play smoothly once more. It begins with a single movement. Simple, quiet, something almost forgotten, yet deeply familiar. The knee-to-toe bend. You stand tall, feeling the weight of your body settle into your feet. There's no rush, no pressure to perform. Only a soft curiosity. Your knees unlock gently, your body ready to listen. You take a breath in, slow and full, and begin to bend. Not too far, just enough to feel the stretch whisper down your legs. Your fingertips drift toward your toes, tracing the air between you and the floor. It's not about touching the ground, it's about meeting yourself halfway. Halfway between effort and ease. Halfway between control and surrender. Your hamstrings awaken first. They hum with recognition, a quiet pull that tells you you're alive. Your lower back joins the dance, not straining, just guiding. Each breath feels like a wave, lifting and lowering your body in rhythm. You stay there for a moment, suspended in calm. The world feels slower when you move with intention. You realize that this small bend holds more wisdom than you thought. It connects the top of your body to the bottom, the strength to the softness. You inhale, feeling your chest rise, your spine lengthen. You exhale, and something inside you lets go. The tension in your legs begins to soften. Your back feels supported, your breath anchored. You sense how every part of you cooperates in this motion. The knees protect. The hips guide. The spine follows. The toes balance. It's harmony born from simplicity. You rise slowly, stacking your spine one vertebra at a time. Your head comes up last, eyes open to the light again. There's no dizziness, no strain, only warmth. You pause, smiling softly. The movement wasn't grand, but it was complete. You feel taller, steadier, more connected to the ground beneath you. You bend once more, now with greater ease. The motion flows like a conversation that's become familiar. Your body responds faster, your breath steadier. It's as if your muscles remember the language they once spoke. And maybe they do. This is not exercise, it's a dialogue. One that says, I'm here, I'm listening, I want to move. You realize it's not about flexibility. It's about freedom. The freedom to move without fear, to trust your body again. Each repetition feels like a gentle promise. You're not forcing change, you're inviting it. You rise once more, your heart beating softly in rhythm. The room feels brighter somehow, though nothing has changed. It's you who's changed. You've reminded your body what ease feels like. You've remembered that movement can be kind. The knee-to-toe bend isn't about touching your toes. It's about touching your own presence. It's about remembering that strength begins with softness. And softness begins with you. The lower back is like the quiet backbone of your story. It carries you through every step, every bend, every simple task. Yet most days, it goes unnoticed until it whispers for help. You feel it after standing too long or sitting too still. A dull ache, not painful but heavy, like a reminder of effort unspoken. It's your body asking for balance, for movement, for breath. You begin the knee-to-toe bend again, this time with awareness. Your spine stretches gently, vertebra by vertebra, like a rising sunrise. The lower back moves with you, cautious but curious. It's been holding so much for so long. Now, with every breath, you give it permission to release. You bend forward, soft and steady, letting gravity lend a hand. Your hamstrings stretch, your core engages, your back lengthens. It feels different this time, lighter, smoother, more alive. You can sense your lower back joining the movement, not resisting it. It's as if it's saying, thank you for remembering me. The strength in your back isn't built through force. It's built through gentle repetition and trust. Each time you rise, your spine learns stability. Each time you bend, it learns flexibility. That's how balance is born, from motion that teaches both. You place your hands lightly on your lower back. There's warmth there, steady and real. That warmth is your body's way of saying, I'm healing. You move again, slower now, savoring the feeling. Your breath deepens, your back responds with quiet strength. You feel taller even when you bend forward. You realize strength isn't just about holding, it's about releasing too. The lower back supports you, but it also needs your support in return. Every gentle bend gives it a small gift of care. Every breath you take reminds it that it's not forgotten. You think about all the years your back has carried you. The times it bent to lift, to reach, to comfort. The times it bore weight without complaint. Now this moment feels like gratitude. A way of saying, you've done enough. Let's move together, not against each other. The music of movement begins to flow again. Your back sways softly with your breath, steady and sure. The stiffness that once held you feels less powerful now. It melts under the rhythm of awareness. You stand up slowly, your spine unfolding like a calm river. You place your palms at your sides, feeling strength in stillness. The ache has softened into something gentler, something wise. You understand now that your back doesn't need fixing. It needs attention. It needs movement that speaks softly instead of pushing hard. You take one final breath, deep and grounded. The lower back hums quietly, strong yet peaceful. You've reminded it what balance feels like. And in doing so, you've reminded yourself how strength and softness can live together. You stand a little taller now, not just in posture but in spirit. Breath is the bridge between body and mind. It's the rhythm that connects your movements to your awareness. When you breathe with purpose, even the smallest motion feels meaningful. You stand quietly, hands resting at your sides. Inhale through your nose, slow and full. Feel your chest lift, your ribs expand, your spine lengthen. Exhale gently through your mouth, letting the air carry your tension away. Each breath paints a rhythm, a calm pulse through your body. You begin the knee-to-toe bend once more, this time following the breath. Inhale as you rise tall, steady like a mountain. Exhale as you bend forward, soft like a wave returning to the shore. The movement and breath merge, becoming one continuous flow. You are no longer just exercising. You are breathing your body alive. Your muscles listen to the air you draw in. Your back relaxes with every slow exhale. There's a sense of quiet harmony within the motion. The world around you fades, only the rhythm remains. Inhale, rise, exhale, release. It's simple but powerful. You start to notice how each inhale fills you with strength. Each exhale releases the weight you didn't know you carried. Your knees bend without resistance, your hips open gently. Your toes ground you, reminding you that balance starts from below. You are not forcing your body to move, you are guiding it with air. Breathing becomes a language of kindness. It says, I'm here, I'm safe, I'm listening. You feel a lightness travel up from your feet to your spine. Your body feels taller but not rigid. It's alive, flexible, awake. You close your eyes and continue, trusting the rhythm. There's peace in not rushing, peace in letting breath lead the way. You begin to understand that awareness is not about control. It's about noticing the sound of your breath, the stretch along your hamstrings, the strength in your lower back, the steady heartbeat in your chest. Every part moves in quiet conversation. Your body responds like an orchestra, following a conductor's hand. And your breath, steady and sure, is that guiding hand. You bend again, slower this time. Your mind is calm, your thoughts gentle. No more forcing, no more judging. Just presence. You realize that this is how peace feels, built from small moments of care. You open your eyes and smile softly. The air feels fresher, your body lighter. You've created a rhythm that belongs to you. The knee-to-toe bend has become more than movement, it's meditation. Breath in, bend down, breath out, rise up. You are not chasing flexibility or strength anymore. You are nurturing them, one breath at a time. And with every gentle inhale, you remind yourself that awareness is freedom. Because in the rhythm of breath and balance, you find home within yourself. Habits are built in the quiet corners of our days, not in grand gestures, but in gentle repetition. The knee-to-toe bend becomes one of those small promises. A few minutes each morning, a whisper of movement, a spark of care. You don't need a gym or special gear. Just your body, your breath, and a little space to begin. You start slowly as always. The knees bend, the spine follows, the breath leads. The motion feels familiar now, like a morning greeting. Each day it becomes smoother, easier, more natural. Your body begins to remember, even before your mind does. It knows what to do, how to move, when to breathe. Repetition becomes comfort. Comfort becomes confidence. And confidence becomes strength. You think about the old belief that strength fades with age. But here you are, proving that movement still belongs to you. Each bend renews your flexibility. Each rise builds your balance. You are not chasing youth, you are nurturing vitality. Some mornings you feel tired, slower than usual. But you still move. Even one bend counts. Because habit isn't perfection, it's consistency. The more you show up, the more your body responds. Your hamstrings stretch a little further each week. Your lower back feels lighter, steadier, more supported. You begin to notice small changes in your daily life. Climbing stairs feels easier. Standing up from a chair feels smoother. You move without that cautious pause of discomfort. And those tiny victories matter. They remind you that healing is built from patience, not speed. You recall a friend named Evelyn who once struggled with stiffness. Every morning, she practiced these bends for just 5 minutes. At first, her movements were small, hesitant, almost shy. But she kept going, one breath, one bend at a time. Weeks later, she walked with new ease, her steps lighter, her back straighter. Her body had remembered what freedom felt like. And so will yours. You realize this practice is not about pushing limits. It's about rebuilding trust with your body, your balance, your breath. You've turned a simple motion into a ritual of renewal. And each time you do it, you reclaim a little more of your strength. Your mornings now begin with intention, not with stiffness or complaint, but with movement and gratitude. You bend down not because you must, but because you can. You rise up not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. The knee-to-toe bend has become more than a stretch. It's a quiet reminder that growth never stops, that care is timeless, and that your body, even now, still listens, still learns, still thrives. You finish the last bend of the day, standing tall. The air feels warm, the ground steady beneath your feet. You smile to yourself, knowing that this simple habit, this gentle act, is how you keep moving forward, one breath, one bend, one beautiful day at a time. The morning feels softer now. Your body stands taller, lighter, more alive. Each breath carries calm. Each movement feels natural. You've learned that strength doesn't come from force. It comes from listening, from patience, from care. The knee-to-toe bend was never just an exercise. It was a quiet conversation between you and your body. A promise to stay connected, to stay kind, to keep moving. You remember how it began, with stiffness, hesitation, uncertainty. And now you move with trust, with balance, with peace. Your hamstrings hum quietly, your back feels strong again. Every small motion has built a foundation of calm. You've discovered that health isn't about age, it's about attention. Every breath you took became a bridge to yourself. You close your eyes, smiling at the rhythm you've created. This is not the end of a routine. It's the beginning of a gentler way to live. A way that honors your body, one mindful moment at a time. So tomorrow, when the light finds you again, remember this. Breathe deeply, bend softly, and rise steady, grateful, alive.